Okay, so now for the quick overview on CRP. So C-reactive protein is a marker of systemic inflammation. CRP is produced in the liver. CRP is basically an inflammatory marker that is produced from IL-6. Everyone's heard of cytokines or inflammatory molecules, and these are the same thing. So CRP is an acute phase reactant. It's elevated under injury, trauma, or infection. Now, the problem with inflammation is that a little bit in the first initial phases is good and this can be helpful, but if that inflammation goes on too long, it starts producing issues in our bodies, for example. So we know chronic inflammation is indicated in a lot of diseases like heart disease, atherosclerosis, cancer, autoimmune issues, rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's, the list goes on and on. So ideally, in an inflamed or neuroinflammation, Alzheimer's as well, can't forget those. So we know that chronic inflammation is a huge problem in the world. And so checking CRP is one way to figure out if, hey, we have high systemic inflammation, okay? So it's not gonna tell you where the inflammation is coming from, but it is going to allow you to say, hey, my inflammation is high, I need to go talk to a healthcare practitioner about it. So that's one drawback to a test like this, is that you're not gonna get, maybe I haven't done the test yet, but maybe everyone's going to have a doctor or someone consult me and say, hey, your CRP is really high, you need to go consult with a provider. And so I think taking a test like this is going to give you some good information. Then you go to the doctor and say, hey, my CRP is high, what do we do? And so if you came to me or a provider like me, we would suggest, hey, you need to take these XYZ blah, 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 molecules, supplements, etc., that have been evidence-based to actually lower CRP over this time frame. And so those are a whole different, subject, and there's protocols, etc., that go with these scores. So anyway, a lot of people say CRP over 10 milligrams or milliliters or over 1 is going to be high. Anything lower than that is kind of more that ideal range. Okay, if you're having a lot of pain, a lot of inflammation, you're not recovering well from workouts, you might even have a genetic SNP for IL-6 that makes you more prone to inflammation. So many different factors go into these things, but CRP and vitamin D are a lot of things that you just don't find on a standard lab range. Now, I could have went to any lab test now and I could have got these add-ons, but actually this is a little bit cheaper. So this is actually a better value for me to do it at home. So in the next couple minutes, I'm gonna actually show you how this works. I'm gonna prick my finger. If anyone's scared of blood, don't watch that part, but I'm gonna show you how this works. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. I'm also going to be linking a blog post to this as well at fredricksonhealthsolutions.com. And I'm also going to be posting some research links that compare dry spot analysis to traditional venipuncture.